means I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Niners take over.
And the San Francisco 49ers.
25-yard line.
On first down, Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after that.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down.
Defense. Man, that ain't make no sense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 18 yards, first down Niners.
45-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 47-yard line.
On second and 12, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on third and long? Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's Allen on first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
The numbers for Smith-Schuster in that game last week. He took out some anger, some apparent anger against that defense. The yards just kept going up and up and up.
Yeah, he was just running up and down the field doing whatever he wanted. By the end of the game, he was seeing 2, sometimes 3 defenders on every snap. Yet he was still making play after play. It was like he was running routes versus air in practice.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards.
Again, they'll throw with Allen, hitting Juju on the slant. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Allen. and he fires one incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. It's a 10, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Steelers have taken a 1st quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, 49ers nothing.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Oh, boy, this isn't what you want to see. That's Todd Gurley, folks. Down on the field still. We'll check on his status when we get back. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a 2nd one, that's on you. And if there's a 3rd one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He had the touchdown on the open. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And he finds a man on the crossing route. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the...
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Devin Bush coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from him, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Allen again. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Tigers take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo on 1st down. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat.
Garoppolo's pass.
That catch good for only a couple. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellows in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A final shot before half for Allen. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right?
Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Kick is good.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word against symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Garoppolo now. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Neville Gallimore able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Allen back to Smith-Schuster, this time complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. On 1st down, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. To throw again, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Allen to throw once more. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10. At their own,
the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
The kicker.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
To George Kittle. Brings up 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen, eluding the pressure right. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure.
And now Garoppolo lost the football. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
1st down, Steelers.
From the gun, Allen. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, he'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Niners set to take over on offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
See how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Shakes off the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So Allen's going to look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Steelers, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm saying. Got a new Prestos and a J's in a way. Got a new wrist watch where they don't take time. Might pull up on the hop if it's talking too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. With this my court, got a block on lock. I made about $1 million and I'm only 19. I see water dripping on a white tee. Shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got chats coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All the more, my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, I'm really getting it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep rocking my socks, diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey, hey yo, Nike check.
take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel.
today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 12 of the NFL on Sports.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, Trubisky. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call it productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 25.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. They set up the screen to Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will.
Trubisky.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Allen now on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
Allen's pass.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a passage taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. From the gun, it's Allen. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18.
That's the end of the first quarter.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run here with Connor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Allen dancing to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
To Juju Smith.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's on the pickup.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He won't go down. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now it's Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. And
he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Allen's pass.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 11 more on that one. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Second down and goal.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
89.
Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju Smith-Schuster with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead.
The kick is good.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Trubisky. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. Aguilar has it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So a very tight first half. We had to break it. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Browns 13.
So tied for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. This is caught. Gronkowski. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
46-yard line.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Trubisky's pass.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Steelers' 47-yard line.
Trubisky to throw again. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Now Trubisky on first down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper.
Trubisky's pass.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
30-yard line.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
That's good.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run it again with Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Tackle made by Devin Bush. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. That's complete right around the 8. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
That's complete right around the 8. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Trubisky on the keeper.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. The 30.
Sometimes you're never quite sure there's actually a scheme that got the ball blocked. But I know one thing, special teams coach, he's going to take the pats on the back for it anyway.
It's always interesting to watch after the block, the scramble for the football. Nice job there. They kept their wherewithal, got it, able to return it.
And on that, he can take the pats on the back because once you get the block, everything that happens from there is really controlled chaos. And you try and control it through your practice, through your teaching, and understand, expect to get the block. And once we do, this is how we respond.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. His throw caught at about the 5.
Allen's pass.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team, team at home because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Defense.
Hey, we gonna do it.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he puts it through.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Trubisky readies the offense. Down by 15. Just over 2 minutes to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
For a Cleveland Browns.
On 1st down, Trubisky. That's out to Chubb, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. Now Trubisky lost the football, and it looks like Steeler football. It is.
T.J. Watt, the quarterback.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steelers defense getting ready here. They did their job coming into the hostile environment, doing what needed to be done to get the W.
And that has to feel great because all during the week, that's one of the goals that they talked about. Going on the road, making that stadium their own, establishing themselves in the game. Give them credit. They got all of those things done.
Yeah, both sides of the football did their job in this one. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They go play action. Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
Trubisky's
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They'll try and run for it with Janovich. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got Hooper on the short connection. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And it's complete. Hooper. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we...
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, can't put $, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me roll? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me roll? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. I hit that. I hit that. I hit that. I hit that. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Yeah. Then I hit that. Then I hit that. Then I hit that. Then I hit that.
That's why I had to put my wrist